Well, it is May 31st. It's the second sunny day in a row in a long time. And you're probably wondering where we've been and where our tractors are. I'll show you. The 8120's right here. The 8430's been there. The 8970's been right there. And the 8440's been right there. Now, what I forgot to tell you guys, or didn't tell you guys, is we did try to no-till some this year. For lack of manpower on one day and some rain moving in, about 60 acres got no-tilled. Kind of as an experiment, but so far so good. Now, without tilling the ground, the weeds are still there from this spring that just naturally grow. So it's already time for spray 19 on those fields, and he's been across about half of it. And I think we're gonna mix up another batch today. The sun's kinda out. About 86 degrees for a high today, 81 yesterday. We haven't had that kind of weather, they said, since, what'd they say? Easter, so April 21st. It's now May 31st. Holy smokes. And since we couldn't be in the field, might as well make the tractors look pretty, make their rims yellow again, and give it a good scrub down. We have to do all the windows yet, but I got the pressure washer out the other day. And a lot of people are wondering if we're going to plant corn still. Let me answer that question for you right now. It's too late in the season to be planting corn. Our insurance agent agreed. We're going to be doing what's called preventative plant. And I'll talk more about that later, but this is already on the sprayer. We might do some spraying with it because it's got the front wheel drive in case it's muddy and it continues to rain and play hardball with us. Otherwise, for now, we've been doing the first round with that because this was on the corn planter. But what we might do is put that back on the rock picker and spray with this. I don't know yet. And then the 8430 will stay on the drill. We're going to drill some beans. Hopefully the next few days here we'll be able to get back in the field, but then they're talking rain on Tuesday. So we're gonna hammer as many as we can, possibly as early as tomorrow, June 1st, but it might take yet another day. So we might only get 1 or 2 days before it rains again, which has just been how it's going this spring. We're used to that. But don't feel cheated. There's still 11 full soybean totes behind me, and the drill's pretty well full, so you're still gonna get your plant 19 videos. Hang in there. But it's time for spray 19 too, just because of how long planting's gotten drug out. What is that thing? It's been out multiple days in a row. We got the sun out, we got some wind, we got ourselves a drying day. Been working ground this morning. I worked last night and I work again tonight. So it's afternoon now because I slept the morning away. So that I can be rested for work tonight, but I'm gonna come out and pick a few rock. And it's June 3rd because right after I took those videos of the sprayers, that night some of our fields got 4/10, some of them got only 2/10. Regardless, they had to dry out like an extra day. So June 3rd, we're gonna try to work some ground, maybe plant beans, maybe plant them tomorrow, just get a bunch worked and rolled and rock picked here. Oh boy, we're really doing it. Yeah, he must have just had this hooked up. Stir it up like a form. This was on the sprayer, he moved it around. And now we're on the rock picker. So, let's see if I can figure out so that's the reel. This one's the up and down. I haven't run this thing this year yet. We do roll in front of the drill, if that didn't make sense there, if you're new. We roll in front of the drill to make the drill perform better. There's not as much compaction then, because the drill kind of loosens it back up. But our drill, it just works this way. It seems backwards to most people, but we get better results this way. We can figure this out together. We have a splitter valve here, so when you, in this case, pull up, you make it the same lever go to a different function. No, not that one. This one here. So there, we kicked it out. And I don't need to do that anymore since I'm in the field, so I'll put that back in. And now that'll run my reel. Alright. See a rock right there. Smaller one, but you can grab it since we're just pulling right over it. No sense to drive over it, especially in a bean field. The controls are a little bit different than I remember, but it's always a little bit of a learning curve. It's the first rock of this year, and it's one-handed. Used to be pretty dang good at this thing. There's one over there. We'll grab him on the way out, and I'll get to that point yet here today probably. No, I won't even barely stop. But one-handed, that's pretty hard to do. I'm sure some people are gonna tear us apart and be like, you gave up too early, you should be planting corn still, you took the easy way out with parental plant or whatever. And quite honestly, like, if that's the way you feel, it doesn't bother us. It really doesn't. Because I tell you guys some of that stuff, but you guys don't get the full story. I don't really get involved in a lot of the financials and stuff, but we could not plant corn today. Still, the fields that we would still need to plant corn in are they're too wet, and they need a few more days. And we are now at least, I think it's 1 if not 2 days past our corn insurance date. So it doesn't make sense to. Our insurance guy knows that our fields won't be done even fit for like 1 or 2 more days from now if it doesn't rain, and there's a chance of rain tonight. So he said, with any good break of weather, focus on beans. So by golly, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna focus on beans, and there's a chance of rain tonight, as in Monday night. There was a chance Tuesday, but I think they pushed that to Wednesday now. We have 500 acres of beans to plant. It's June 3rd, so we've shifted our efforts in between rains now. So that's why we're doing that. We better go around that without duels and whatnot. The mulch finisher can like smooth over a wet area, and it looks like it's dry, and really just crust it over on top. Well, there he just worked it, so it's not crusted over yet or dried over, but you'll drive over that and it'll just whoosh, drop out, and you'll have to push your way out with the bucket or whatever. That mulch finisher does a really good job, but we're just gonna keep after it. Biggest thing, I try not to drive too close to, like, my last pass is right there. You know, you try to drive, but you don't want to be too far apart where you can't see all the rocks. So you kind of got to find that happy medium. Just start zigzagging around, grabbing rocks. And this field isn't too bad so far, but if you drive too close, you got a lot of tracks, you got a lot of compaction. If you drive too far away, you might miss rocks in between your passes. So you got to find where's that happy medium. So, well, I got a phone call, and I got moved to the next field. I better get my camera away from the air conditioning vents. My cousin works for an outfit with newer tractors. They have the Green Star monitors in there, and when he's rock picking, he'll set an A-B line, because otherwise you start chasing a rock here, you chase a rock there, and then you're like, where's my line? You know, where am I supposed to be in the field? And that way he knows he's covering all the fields. So I thought that's pretty smart. If you got the money, or if you got the monitors and the tractors, you can use them for rock picking. It's not just auto steer, so I thought that was pretty slick.